Can you hear me? I think I'm coming through, right? That's a kind of a scary talk to follow. I'm not sure I can be any more entertaining than that dry British humor. But I just need to focus and look at my notes. Get all this stuff arranged. Need my mouse. Is it on? Yep. Okay, so although I've already been introduced, I sort of feel like I need to say it myself as well. Hello, my name is Christopher Oram, and I am an artist. That's the short version of all the other stuff. And some time ago, I got this invitation from Magda, inviting me to speak to you today. And I remember as I was rereading the email over and over again, trying to come up with some kind of idea of what I could do in a context like this. There's this song playing in the back, repeating over and over in American rap, imagine what we might become. It was just some random tab in the background of my browser. But it felt like the automatic playlist of Spotify was trying to tell me something. So I opened up my word processor and I started to type. I just need to be able to type. Oh, there we are. It sings. Is that right? Is that spelled right? Yeah. For us of what we might become. And I paused for a moment and I looked at the title and I pressed enter and looked at the words that I just written. And I thought it was a sort of an important sounding title. It's slightly romantic and with a sort of archaic, maybe even religious sound to it. And it gave me the first sort of stable footing from which to begin to think about what I was going to do. And the first thing then, after the title, I began to worry about was how was I going to keep within the time constraints, which is always a problem for me. And I thought of this pretty nice tool that I just used in another presentation. So I'm just going to quit this and start this. Sorry, I just installed this new virus software and keeps popping up with all these things. I don't know about you, but I click so many of these every day that I've sort of stopped noticing them in a way. They become invisible and it's like my hand moves on its own to answer, although, I mean, it does look a little bit unsafe. And I mean, I guess part of me just prefers not to notice what they say, because I know that if I was to think about all of the stuff that they were trying to tell me, they'll bring with them this sort of diffuse anxiety, a sense of being evaluated by some sort of intangible authority. And no matter how I keep trying to ignore them, they just keep coming. Like some sort of computerized version of repressed memories. Memories that you unconsciously block because being aware of what actually happened is too much stress to handle. But I have no fear, apparently. Okay, there it is again. I was really hoping this wouldn't happen. I don't think it's 13 days have passed yet, but who knows. I should probably click the check license button and hope that whatever was wrong will sort of cure itself. There's a kind of a, you know, when you hit the fridge and you're like, will that cure the weird sound? I don't know why it's coming. Or when you switch on and off your computer, all those little rituals you do with your computer to try and make it behave. I'll just try and click that. No, okay, so it's not working and my license problems didn't magically disappear. And I can imagine what it would be like if I actually had a kind of license, if I was able to call some kind of support guy and ask, how can I get this program to work? Or perhaps just call somebody to listen to me complain about how it's working. But luckily I have other ways of doing stuff, so let me just try this. Okay, so another blocked file. It sometimes feels like my computer's just trying to slow me down, or it's suffering from some kind of multiple personality disorder where multiple pieces of software are battling it out in an attempt to get me to do certain things. The software copy protection is battling the key generator, the virus protection is battling the operating system, and so on. They all have all these opinions of what I should really be doing. But I'll ignore the risk. Okay, but whenever I use these keygens, I always have this sort of feeling of a little bit of agency at least. A little bit like I'm at the mercy of these decisions taken by whoever programmed the virus protection. And there's something in declining the computer's diffuse authority that amounts to a small gesture of resistance in my otherwise pretty conventional use of my computer. So that I generate I had no idea what those ciphers mean. I recognize them from all the other pirate software I've used, but so they're sort of part of the same kind of voodoo, magical thinking thing. But I should patch probably. Should only take a second. But we can just sit back and enjoy the music, I guess. It's making me a little impatient, making me feel like I'm really on the spot here. Not very productive, is it? Yeah. I'm getting really impatient now. I feel all of you staring at me and expecting me to do something and say something interesting. Okay, never mind. I don't think this is not going to go anywhere. So let's just hope that it's worked somehow anyway. So it worked. Fantastic. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I just need to get back to my script. I don't think I noticed the data sharing part here actually before, but probably I was just too busy getting the program to work. Yeah, but I can already tell that I'm running a bit over time, and I'm gonna have to cut some of my presentation. Okay, so begin trial. Fantastic. Okay. So, I'm just gonna, just a sec, I just need to get a handle, yeah. Okay, so now I think we can actually get started. I'm gonna skip a few things because I don't have time. But this is a timer that shows me how long my presentation is. So, but this was meant to start at the beginning, right? To tell me that I was going over time, which I already am. So I'm sort of, but I'm going to start it in a moment. But because it's not only a time tracker. Just like let's look at this. Yeah, it's also an audience attention tracker. I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't get. Let's see. Oh. Somebody's disgusted at the back, I can tell. Let's see, and somebody's sad, fearful even. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's not on purpose. I can't. So it's just going to be all you people on that side. That you're going to be the ones. I'm gonna just click on you. So, you look happy. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's continue on and see what's going to happen. But this software has this interesting feature that if you begin to lose attention and focus, an energizing pop-up will appear, and you'll get 15 seconds to relax, and you don't have to listen to me. So I just okay, so you're already bored, apparently, so leave you to it. Okay, so, this is so, I should probably get started with the presentation itself, right? Sounds like good. I can't click that. That's annoying. Whoop. Okay, so I'll just close the timer. Who cares about that anyway? Let's start the presentation.
Unspectacular error.
Okay, so, I mean, that's the thing also about software failures. They're really unspectacular,
Nothing
right?
recognized.
There's nothing to see. It's not like you get some sort of
nothing to see.
Spectacle.
You have zero
failure.
positive messages.
That's interesting to look at.
This is a placeholder
This is
error.
this weird nothingness of nothing happening. There's just failure. And I don't
You
know.
cannot do anything.
Sometimes it just leaves me despondent that a lot of my projects end up like this, with nothing to show for them. But
No actions
perhaps I should
available.
just give up and enjoy the error somehow, but I don't know. I feel
Failure
like
is good for you.
if errors become some sort of good thing, they're no longer errors. I don't know.
Decline invitation to change.
What? I'm me? I don't know.
Are you sure you are ready to abandon your humanity?
So I don't know what that's about. Okay, so that clearly didn't work. I'm gonna, yeah. Let's take a look at the code. There must be some errors in there. Just it's gonna take us a second to start up. Yeah, so I just need to align my face here so that the face tracker can. I know the mic is maybe messing it up. Yeah. So yeah, so I've been trying out this new programming language. That's a so-called emotional programming language that uses facial recognition instead of the keyboard to code. I know, yeah. Now I see. Can you see there's an error here, here, and here? It's pretty clear. I must have been feeling really bad when I wrote this, so I'm going to try and smile a little bit more. Let's see if I can. Yes, oh, no, okay. That's only 2 errors left, at least. I mean, I was always told that programming was not about emotion, so I was really excited when I discovered this kind of new programming language. Yeah, finally. Okay, so. And actually, this programming language has a kind of an interesting history. I'm just gonna, there's a link here. I'm just gonna take you to, it crashed. Okay, let's use the browser instead. I don't know if have you tried this new Google predictive search? It's really nice because you just type in, I mean, I can type in, for example, double take. And instead of giving me a whole list of things, it just takes me right to what I want. It's really nice. Although this is not exactly where I wanted to go, actually. But I don't know, do you all know GitHub? Is this a place where programmers store code? It's mostly free and open software. It's a sort of collaborative thing. Yeah. Okay, so but it's not quite where I wanted to go. Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is. If you listen to this.
All double-take programs must contain at least one happy facial expression to execute. Because as we all know, a positive attitude signals the will to accomplish great things, whereas negativity goes nowhere.
So I mean, that's clearly why my program wasn't working, right? I was feeling bad while I programmed it, which doesn't lead you anywhere, apparently. So I need to be more happy. I realized that. So, but I don't know, maybe I can find some sort of link here to... No.
We encourage community contributions to this repository. It contains the open source parts of the double-take language and compiler maintained by Missing Link Limited. The facial recognition datasets and API remain proprietary software. These are accessible solely to licensed and registered users with modification, copying, and republishing restrictions.
I don't remember how to spell it. That did the programming, so maybe I can find it. No. They don't have enough data. I thought I shared all my data with them. Okay, so this is a more traditional, I'm probably familiar with this, you can see. Here's the Wikipedia and all the books he wrote. He's always quotable, apparently. And he's been fined for microdosing his employees, whatever that means. And he's an evangelist for altruists. Okay. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, and he's just been married in Tyrol, and yeah. So I don't know, but I don't know what to make of all that. We should probably go to Wikipedia. At least I trust that someone. See if we can see. Let's see what I wanted to get to. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I kind of know him without knowing him, because he's this kind of figure that's around. He plays a lot of Dungeons and Dragons when he was little, and he wrote these novels, apparently.
Following the success of his first psychedelic science fiction novel Spores of the Gods, Ernst began to hold public meetings. At these meetings, he held lectures describing fungi as the keepers of hidden secrets of future human development.
Okay, so now I think I actually remember reading one of his books in high school or something while being totally stoned. It's pretty crazy stuff, it's pretty out there. I think he somehow ended up believing in his own fictions. Let's see if we can find another interesting quote. And then he made
With the
this company.
profits from his lectures, he founded the digital services company Missing Link in
That's the ones that
2001,
made
a company that has today become one of the most successful providers of biometric services to the commercial sector. 3.
So he's one of those hippies that became an entrepreneur later. It's a kind of a story, I think, we know, right? But I can just click here and let's see.
With the profits from his lectures, he founded the digital services company Missing Link in 2001, a company that has today become one of the most successful providers of biometric services to the commercial sector. 3.
I mean, and this is the kind of company that it bears all of the Hans Hegel kind of marks of wanting to change the world. It has this fantastic slogan that says, "Any sufficiently unexplained technology is indistinguishable from magic," that I really like. But I mean, if you go a little bit more into what they're actually trying to do, that they have these 5 points. I'm just gonna click on this one.
Help spread the acceptance of existing societal structures and economic hierarchies.
And then they're also working
Support. Claims that societal change is only possible on a structural, not on an individual level.
And then
Promote an air of comfortable resignation that allows individuals to enjoy the lifestyle they have, rather than hoping for systemic change.
And it's weird how those ideas, they seem very far and remote, like part of this mythological kingdom of Silicon Valley located across the ocean somewhere. But also all of their ideas are embedded deep within the software I'm trying to use. And there's a kind of a link between that and these sort of overarching ideas. I mean, this is the Spore Institute, which is the institute that Ernst Haeckel also set up as a sort of a non-profit space incubator to supplement his company. And they have a kind of an educational program as well. And they're developing technologies that will cure the mediocrity that haunts humankind. That's a very nice quote here as well.
Today 6 million years of natural selection have been supplanted by mechanisms of economic selection. Time has come for the most affluent and developed 1% of human civilization to leave Earth. Those of us who have the traits necessary for survival must extract as many resources as we can, to enable our impending departure from this dying planet, pacifying the least developed 99% of humankind with narratives of strife and progress, as we work to secure our own survival. 5.
Okay, so that's also sort of familiar, right? I think it rings a bell. I think I've heard about it. Okay, so now I've been infected. That's typical. And it crashed. Okay, I'm really lucky today. But I better go into safe space. This is sort of my computer's version of a deserted island, a place that's disconnected from the rest of my software. And I just, I don't know, just in case I figure I'd better just check myself. Take off my glove here. Let's see. I wonder if the virus managed to spread to me. I just need to focus this. Oh, yeah. There's a lot going on. There's an insomnia disorder. I know there's something about, like, under this diagnostic gaze, everything feels sort of dirty anyway. There's nothing there's nothing else than sort of anomalies and genetic errors present. I don't know if you can see the small beads of sweat on my palms. You can see one in one corner. The slight shaking of my hand due to the stage fright, the wrinkles and scars and eczema and little specks of dirt that mark me out as a middle-aged man. But the more I look at this weird close-up image of myself, the less I seem to recognize what it is. I can try and list it up here and see. Look, very closely at an isolated part of my body, a part of something that at far looks like it's part of a cohesive whole, but if you look closer, it's less, it's nameless, it's foreign, it's exotic. And looking at all these pixels that are supposed to represent part of who I am, I feel like I'm becoming a little strange to myself. I dissolve into, I don't know, bits of me that look a little bit like cheese, almost, I don't know. Or a strange forest down here in my beard, where I could imagine dinosaurs roaming the land. Or maybe, I don't know, some sort of computer-generated alternative world. I can't help but wonder how well I knew myself in the first place. But, I mean, yeah. I don't know, I should probably write some notes. I'll open up my notes. So this is a note then. Also it's predictive, so it knows what I want to write. So I'm just gonna write it. Okay, so it doesn't like that word. So too often your writings are like your thoughts. Okay. Christopher. Okay, so it even knows my name. I don't even know. That's notes will help you write. I wonder if this is any faster than typing it by hand, actually. That conform to a vocabulary that is appropriate for you. Yeah. I don't know. Perhaps it makes sense. I mean, it's a kind of a portrait of me. It's sort of a weird, like, it's as if I wanted to write an advertisement for a piece of software that I don't know. That's what it's trying to tell me, that I'm really just a sort of a consumer. I don't know. But I mean, at least there's something potential. There's a sort of potential being misunderstood. A difference to what I thought I was before. Television, dessert, self-expression, health. Oh, no, not health. Individual, psychology, marketing. No, not marketing. Our prescriptive, forecast, show, India. No. How to write anew. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, now I can see I'm really running out of time and I'm very, very late in my presentation. I never knew what I wanted to say in the first place, I guess. It was sort of a presentation that's as shaped by all the pieces of software that don't get along inside my computer as what I might have wanted to see in the first place. And sometimes it feels like errors and interruptions are the only times I get to think. Let things go and stop trying to control my environment, become distracted, and stop doing what I think is expected of me. It's as if this computer that's supposed to be coherent and productive offers me a kind of departure, distraction. It sends my mind wandering whenever I'm trying to focus on getting work done. It adds a little bit of randomness to my action, a chance component that shows up, that throws up unexpected images and connections. It's as if I'm constantly being interrupted by a multitude of different voices, trying to break through my own boring ideas. I feel like letting go of my tongue for a little while and just following along in the chaotic, quiet vigil. Did you ever kiss someone only to become too aware of the texture of tongue? Do you feel the unfamiliar tongue grow ever larger and more muscular inside of you, pushing your own tongue aside, talking on your behalf, someone else's tongue else's tongue, putting words in your mouth, imploring you to lose control, to become a stranger to yourself and forget what you think you are. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, sorry, this is really bad. I just need to. But I think I'm clear now. I mean, I wonder what are we supposed to do in this world with surveillance and constant governed by mythological startups that geniuses that apparently was behind our dying. I think maybe the only option is to laugh in the face of human despair, wondering, my mind wandering in front of the computer as I sit here, where the bodily input is minimal. And I wonder whether pop songs might not be more real than theory, without knowing the lingo of the theory that I'm trying to address. The words in my mouth seem alien, like those of somebody speaking in tongues. The mistakes of so-called artificial intelligence whispering to me that I should forget that even if we are bound for the end of times, maybe we can just select another end of times. That beyond any illusion of control and predictability, like those promised to us by technologies and feared by the future, by activists, the future need not be determined. It can be performed, practiced, as a sort of final possibility and an opportunity to end ourselves in a different way than what we are expecting. A form of organized confusion, structured chaos consisting of millions of lines of code, coded by thousands of different people, dancing and singing under the gaze of ubiquitous surveillance, managed by a cacophony of conflicting software. I'm sorry, I guess I ended up, in spite of myself, trying to make a point. And that's a kind of a part of the narrative structure, I guess, as much as anything I want to practice. Thank you.